Hello, and welcome to IMDB Rants. I'm just killing some boredom here because that screen's up. Loading our podcast we've just done tonight for Batman. Got the halogen lights on, I need to put that away, and I thought, you know what, let's get something filmed. It's not a movie rant, it's not, I'm just going on a rant. Let's do this quick though. Tonight it's going to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. I was thinking, who can it be? I looked at the poster, I went, Arnold Schwarzenegger, that'll do. He has been in 81 films. So let's have a look. See, these are basically, are they available, are they not available? Have I seen them, have I not seen them? So first up, Hercules in New York, famously known for Arnold Schwarzenegger's voice being removed and released on DVD with now captioned on the front, now featuring Arnold Schwarzenegger's original audio. So yeah, never seen a light of day on Blu-ray yet, but that's probably one I'll get. The Long Goodbye, never seen it, wouldn't even know its availability. Hood Office, that's always classed there. Happy Anniversary and Goodbye, never heard of that. TV movie by the looks of it. Stay Hungry, never heard of it. Streets of San Francisco, one episode. San Pedro's Beach Burns, bumping up that volume and imagine one episode. Next up, Cactus Jack is available on Blu-ray, on DVD. We're not talking Mick Foley either. Normally he's on the front cover, like literally busting out his shirt, cowboy hat on. So that is available. After that, The Savage Hunt, never heard of it. Haven't seen that on either. Jane Madsen's Story, nah. Then Conan the Barbarian. So we should be a bit safe from there. Then edgy ones at the start. Again, Arnold Schwarzenegger was pumping some iron up. He was huge. And again, as much as you want to say it, Arnold Schwarzenegger is smart as fuck. Like literally, the guy is so intelligent. Conan the Barbarian, 1982. It's available on Blu-ray, but you never get the Conan collection. There's something about the royalty rights between the two, and again, we'll get the red song in a minute. Schoolgirl, Don't Call It Love. Just says bodybuilder. I'm going to say that in a music video. Because then we've got Conan the Destroyer. So yeah, goes off on his horse, appears in the music video, is back. Conan and Conan the Destroyer I don't think Conan the Destroyer is available on Blu-ray. And Conan the Barbarian is. And the remake is. And then for ages they've been trying to do a new Conan. So there we go. After that, the Terminator. Terminator's seen the lights of day on DVD, VHS, Laserdisc, anything you can imagine. At the Blu-ray, when it came out on Blu-ray though, it got reclassified from an 80 to a 15, and this is the point where, not just yet, he was becoming a household name. After that, Red Sonja. Arnold Schwarzenegger famously only thought he was turning up for a week's cameo, ended up getting a big paycheck, and this is the last one he worked on. Because is he Conan? Is he using a traveller's name? Again, it freaks me out when it's a kid from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, because the little kid and it's mint. He had an affair with Bridget Nielsen on this. It's fucking batshit crazy. Some of the visual sets are amazing, but again, he was meant to be a glorified cameo, named across it. He is the star of it, and it's available on Blu-ray. Again, it's just messy. We should have a Conan trilogy, because technically he's Conan in it, but fuck knows. Remember seen what Terminator as a kid. After that, Commando. Commando has been released on DVD, VHS, Laserdisc. More importantly, when it came to Blu-ray, the white cover box is the new director's cut and much sought after. After that, Stop the Madness, no idea. Then Raw Deal. I'm in the high deal. Raw Deal's available on Blu-ray. Went from its red font, if you want to get technically, to its yellow font. Then we've got The Predator. Now, Running Man poster's up in the background, and I'm just literally going to really just go, meh. Right, there you go. I've got The Predator and Running Man original posters, but there's something about Running Man I love. I love Predator. I don't know. It's a better poster. Okay, off that run. Predator, available on everything. It changes the cover so many different times. An amazing movie, an amazing score. Visually stunning. Just love it. And then it's great that Schwarzenegger has come back to the franchise under the video game. Arnold Schwarzenegger should have turned up in The Predator. The Predator, not The Predator. It would have totally fucking saved the movie. The Predator's been available on every single format you can imagine, even being subtracted and made into a 3D version. You know, how long did that help? Even bringing out the Predator head, I actually got the Predator head. So there's loads of different versions, but the Predator is probably, if you're going to go Arnold Schwarzenegger films, that's in the top 5. You know, the top 5 might move slightly around, but the Predator would be floating at number 1. Floating. It would be above Terminator 2, and that would shock a lot of people, but that's just my opinion. Hello, Casper. Goodbye, Casper. Next up, Red Heat. Red Heat, not much love. Again, available on Blu-ray. Anything Schwarzenegger has been available. You know, this is it. Highly, I mean, again, this is one of the kings of VHS. You know, because at the end of the day, once Schwarzenegger's name was a household name, everyone was tracking through us. I've just totally missed Running Man out as well. I'm ranting on about Running Man. Just completely messed off the list. After that, Predator was Running Man. Running Man's amazing, based on a Stephen King story. Running around, love the score. Yeah, I've actually got the score. Score is ridiculously expensive. It's just like, ugh. But Running Man's seen the release on... It's funny, because Running Man's seen the release on DVD and disappeared. Running Man wasn't available for a long time, and then Running Man came back on Blu-ray. Then Z to the Eye brought out a limited edition steelbook of it. The really interesting good thing about Running Man now is Rob Conan, who everyone probably knows now, who directed Fast and the Furious, worked on the film, got fired, technically, and is literally given the microphone and does an audio comedy track for Running Man. Check it out, it's fucking awesome. Awesome movie, awesome comedy track, worth buying it on Blu-ray for sure. That was again Red Heat after that. Cocaine on, that's all I remember from that movie. Again, this is like the buddy up. The surge at that time, trying to buddy people up. James Belushi as well. It basically, you know, he had popped up in like, is it Trading Places he's in? Popped up in Little Shop of Horrors as a cameo. He was starting to get his feet in the ground, just popped up in Twin Peaks. He's now just called Jim Belushi. But yeah, he was going well. After that, Arnold Schwarzenegger shows that he can act and be absolutely hilarious. So twins, Danny DeVito, brilliant cast. We want triplets. Eddie Murphy, that's been the rumour for years, as the third brother. Get it done. Twins has just come out on Blu-ray last year, stripped back bootleg version, goodbye. And apart from that, it's pretty good. Twins. Right, after that we've got Tales from the Crypt, appeared in 1 episode as Arnold Schwarzenegger, ex-con, brilliant. Followed by the amazing, and you talk about that 1 and 2, up there, Total Recall. I love that movie. Gutted that I missed out on the Studio Canal special edition with the whole lockdowns and first time around. Gutted I didn't get it. I really want the score. I want the score to come out. Got it on multiple versions. Love it. Is it in his head? Is it lobotomized? Has he had the best trip of his life? Has he paid good money and got what he paid for? Has he just gone fucking Fruit Loop? It's fucking class. And I don't like, the one thing I love about the remake is Kim Basinger, Kim Beckinsale. Yeah, I'll take either Kim on that one. It slides across into his tea bags and just, it's amazing. But yeah, Total Recall, amazing. Michael Ironside's on top form. Visually stunning. Quaid. Great film. Available, like I say, the special edition's just come out, so it's come out in 4K now, and they've even scratched out a standard edition on Blu-ray. So yeah, it's been available. Front cover's changed dramatically. It's always been blue Schwarzenegger's face in this weird fucking triangle, and now it's just Schwarzenegger and fucking bleeding out red everywhere. To be honest with you, every time you think of Schwarzenegger, I think of red. After that, Nissan. He was in the advert for Nissan's Noodle Man. Arnold Schwarzenegger's done some amazing stuff in Japan. You ever want to, like, anyone has a smoke and wants to laugh their head off, just hit Japanese adverts of America. Arnold Schwarzenegger in some Japanese adverts will have you laughing your head off. After that, he returns in Terminator 2 Judgment Day, one of the biggest movies ever made. Being available. See, again, you want to talk about availability. Massive on Laserdisc, got it on Laserdisc. DVD, every format you can imagine, HD. It's one of those titles. And it had a massive resurgence, brand new cover. No longer was Arnold Schwarzenegger on the biker anymore. It was him turning back with a grenade on his shoulder as they brought out the 4K edition. Mental thing is though, Terminator, not a box set available. How many there is now? There isn't a defined box set. Just poof, gone in limbo. So, just Kindergarten Cop decided to take over my phone there. But yeah, Terminator 2, obviously always going to be available. After that, the arcade game. After that, Guns N' Roses. After that, another Nissan Noodle Cup. Christmas in Connecticut. The fuck is happened here? Then he was in Lincoln as a voice. Then has a cameo in Dave. Dave just disappeared. Sigourney Weaver, Kevin Kline, just disappeared. Been available for a while on DVD. After that, he was in another Big Gun which is more association with Last Action Hero. Amazing movie. I've actually got still sealed Last Action Hero figure. Love the movie. Disappointed with the Blu-ray release. Stripped back. All you get is a play button. That's it. Lost its original artwork as well. The original artwork, the drawing, like almost like a Drew Struzan, probably is. Again, reuniting him with John McTiernan from Predator, Die Hard. Fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger, no holds barred. So many cameos in it. So over the top. Works so well. And when I brought it out on Blu-ray, it's just Arnold Schwarzenegger. His face. That's it. I was so disappointed with that. After that, he popped up in Barrett's Island. What the fuck is that? 2.6. Beretta Island? Fuck me, I've never even heard of that. Look. The fuck's... No idea. No idea. Then we've got True Lies. I don't know. The fuck knows. So yeah, True Lies. True Lies, not available on Blu-ray. Hasn't been. James Cameron protects... Like, people... Like, Abyss, not available. Piranha 2, probably didn't have any control over that. Like, get it out. But, like, anything James Cameron. James Cameron, I love James Cameron's work on Aliens. Really interesting. Even though I've got the Titanic, his commentary on that's really good as well. So True Lies is just to be tucked away, so it's not available anyway. After that, Junior. Reuniting him with Danny DeVito for the second time, or the third time, if you want to include Last Action Hero. Junior has just been released last year, or went back into last year actually, like literally November on Blu-ray. Again, stripped back version, Arnold Schwarzenegger having a kid. You probably wouldn't get away with that now. Do you know what I mean? But again, it was the reunition from twins, do you know what I mean? After that, Eraser. Totally lost, totally disappeared, Eraser. I like Eraser, even though I don't really agree with Arnold Schwarzenegger doing a roundhouse kick. Don't agree with that. The idea of like the trailer, shooting the crocodile and stuff, that hasn't aged well CGI, but has disappeared. Never got the front cover. The American cover where he's just standing and the lasses behind him, pretty good. Our cover up there where he's holding two guns, really bad cover. That was recently in me, because it's a Warner Brothers movie. That was in my recently that HMV Premium Collection. It would be an odd one, but again, it needs releasing. It's Schwarzenegger. After that, Jingle All the Way, available on all formats. Cover obviously gets a new cover every Christmas time. Reunites him with James Belushi and The Big Show. Sinbad as well. Classic Christmas film, really. Then we've got Batman and Robin. My God, 40 odd million, wasn't it? Like I've just done the podcast with Batman at night, and like it fucks everyone's mind when you realise that Arnold Schwarzenegger is in Batman Returns, and there's like a picture on the wall with him and Christopher Walken's character, and you go, all right. But when you think about the consequences, that the whole backstory of Victor and his fucking craziness about why he wants to freeze everyone, you know, especially how well done it's done in the video games and stuff like that, just mint. But you know what I mean. Joel Schumacher, it's a Bane. Everyone forgets Bane's in there. It's a freeze is coming. I mean, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger ramped up the top. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it did what it did. A lot of people slate Batman and Robin, but visually it's stunning. I mean, I disowned that movie that much because I'm such a fan of Tim Burton's. I didn't even realise Corey Haim was in it, and I'm a massive Corey Haim fan. I was like, Corey Haim's in Batman and Robin. What? Then we got End of Days. Now, away from Terminator, when he's giving the thumbs up, Arnold Schwarzenegger dying at the end, you just don't expect it. You just like, there's no jeopardy. To this point, Arnold Schwarzenegger was fucking indestructible. There's no jeopardy. He's like, he's not going to die, don't worry about it. Didn't End of Days. End of Days is a weird one. That has totally disappeared. You still see it around on DVD, on Blu-ray. It's kind of weird. It's in the kind of era of like, Satan was everywhere. Al Pacino was Satan. Gabriel Byrne was Satan. Someone else was Satan. Kaiser Soze is around. Yeah, End of Days. It's poof gone. Then he wasn't in Sadism So, Bon Jovi music video. I love it how my new app, and this is where I'm going to criticise IMDB for two things, right? One, it won't tell me what he's up to at the end of the new app, right? It will on Brits, right? And then, go away. The fucking... The posters, the coming soon poster thing's gone from the main page. You used to always just click and go, right, what's cool? What's coming? It's gone. Anyway, after that, this is where Schwarzenegger starts. It's not like he's going into politics. He was just... I don't think he chose the right films because the next one's The Sixth Day. So, you know, when you're famous and names Van Damme and stuff like that. You've got to do one movie when you're in prison, and you've got to do one movie when you're a twin. So this is the movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger's got a twin, a real twin, not Danny DeVito twin. The 6th day came out, and this is again, it's one of them very early DVDs. Schwarzenegger there, got the fucking thing on his eyes. He's a clone, he's not a clone, everyone's a clone. And, you know, like Tony Goodwin, who's the fucking hilariously funny in Cuffs, and also very fucking dangerous in Kiss the Girls. He was in Ghost as well. You know what I mean? But again, he's not an incredible threat for Schwarzenegger, no disrespect to him. A bit of a washout movie. Disappeared as well. So was the following film as well. Again, Warner Brothers titles have just fell into a little bit of obscurity, especially this next one. Collateral Damage. Big movie, but part of Warner Brothers' massive dispute. See, Warner Bros. Fell out at some point with distributions, especially in the UK. Queen of the Damned, 3,000 Miles to Graceland, Collateral Damage were movies made, hyped and stuff, and poof, no one's stocking them. They weren't even out to buy or even to rent, you know what I mean? This was one of them films where it just disappeared. Collateral Damage has not been available on Blu-ray yet, 2002 film. And again, it's one of those things. We had a bit of a break for a while as he popped up in Libertine Kids, no idea, and then came back for Terminator 3. The best thing about Terminator 3 is when he's getting whipped around by the fucking truck and he drop kicks the fucking ambulance or the fire truck and it goes flying. I was like, that's fucking class. Well, questionable, you know what I mean? But like, I enjoyed it. You want to talk about the Terminator series? No, your brain will bleed. You want to talk about time travel? Check out Predestination. Your brain will fucking melt out your nose and you will fucking just die on the spot trying to work out the time travel in that film. Anyway, so yeah, we had the Terminator 3. Again, the Terminator. For some reason, you would have Terminator 1. I think when it became available on Blu-ray originally around, you had Terminator 2 before they did a remaster. Because like the original Terminator 2 just had the fucking Terminator on the front cover, and like the audio comedy track, and we talked about James Cameron before. James Cameron's Titanic comedy is fucking class, like literally amazing. Terminator 2, 23 fucking people talking on a comedy track. It's like such and such, the director, Stan Wilson, special effects, Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's just like this voice as well is 24 fucking voice. You just can't watch it. like just fucking sound clips of loads of people. But yeah, like the two Terminators were out and Salvation was out, so Salvation was one of the very early Blu-rays. Terminator 3 came out well after all them, and because of the distribution in the UK was ridiculously priced. I'm talking like £18 brand new Blu-ray, and it isn't until like recently it's fell in the line, you know what I mean? But it's the ownership, it's all over the place. After that, what a send-off. Like literally, if you again going back to Arnold Schwarzenegger being smart as fuck, going into politics, doing what he wants to do. Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? The fucking heyday, like the big guy. You know, you can look at Schwarzenegger and go name check. You look at Stallone and go, Stallone, you know, doesn't get enough credit for being such a good writer, director. You can't even fucking see me pointing to the Rambo 3 poster, but you know what I'm talking about here. And like, these all don't get as much credit. When he walks past Dwayne Johnson in The Rock, when he walks past Dwayne Johnson, it was right there at the moment, and I completely balled it up because it's called The Rundown, and it's also called Welcome to the Jungle, depending on where you're from. When he walks past Dwayne Johnson in The Rundown, have fun. Look at that for a moment in fucking movies and go, wow, it's a passing of the torch, and look what Dwayne Johnson is now. He's smart as fuck. What a moment in movies. So yeah, The Rundown. My friend JJ's stunt double, Sean William Scott in that movie, goes all the way flying down a fucking hill. He always tells us the story. It's just like, yeah, I banged my head a few times, had a few tablets, got the flight back to LA, and he said, I don't even remember the flight. Had some good times. Next up, he's a voice in Terminator 3, the game. Right, okay. Right, after that, he pops up in Around the World in 80 Days. Big odd dreadlocks. I mean, Around the World in 80 Days is another film that, I mean, again, go back to The Rundown, it's not available on Blu-ray. Has a weird name, but yeah, that's been lost in limbo. Going back to that though, Around the World in 80 Days, hasn't seen the light of day on Blu-ray. Loads of cameos, really good film, while Schwarzenegger pops up in that. Then you've got Kid and I. Tom Arnold, who obviously starred alongside in True Lies, he pops up in there from maybe as a glorified cameo. Then we have a 5-year gap. So he went off, did what he did. So at this point, he's had a great career. When he returns in the Expendables was the first Blu-ray I actually bought. Name checked him, and like, you went to see the Expendables, and again going back to Stallone, it's really well written, it's really well filmed. You know, you got that scene with Bruce Willis, Schwarzenegger, and you're like, what's wrong with him? Wants to be president. And again, it was enough. Like, I remember being at the pictures with Jack and me and went, that's gonna be it, isn't it? And he didn't feel gypped, but then you did feel gypped. But it's awesome. So the Expendables is on Blu-ray. Expendables 2, 2 years later, and that's where you get your money. Bruce Willis, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Sylvester Stallone, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, as well as the rest of the cast, and the airport shootout. It's fucking brilliant. So yeah, Expendables 2, it's been available on DVD, Blu-ray, Steelbook, 4K now. And then we had The Last Stand, which is Schwarzenegger's return, alongside Johnny Knoxville. The movie, again, he knows what he was going for here. It's what people expect of him. It's an action movie. He's getting too old for this stuff. It puns on that. It hells and punches. It's a great film. I enjoyed The Last Stand, really good. After that, Escape Plan. The Last Stand is available. Pretty much everything's going to, I'm going to say that and shoot yourself in the foot. So let's just go back to the fact that, yeah, The Last Stand is on Blu-ray. Then we've got Escape Plan. Schwarzenegger and Stallone, going to watch it. Going to fucking totally watch it. I'm going to fucking totally love it. No disrespect to Jim Caviezel and Vinnie Jones. They should have had a fucking more incredible threat. Coming off the back of the Expendables, they needed a fucking bigger name. I don't know who you would say, but they needed a more credible threat as they get out of prison. Great story though, great little collaboration. I love the twists and turns, but it's great. After that, Bud Light, guess he took an advert. Then Sabotage, out on Blu-ray. Probably like one movie he made recently, throwback to his fucking, you know, gritty 80s origins. Blood, guts, swearing, fucking chopping people up. He's the bad guy. Great film. Underestimated in my opinion. Popped up in Family Guy before having another cameo in the Expendables 3. Expendables 3, and then Sabotage apparently with an alternative ending after that. But Expendables 3, again, bow down to the studio. Don't. All the Expendables should be in 18s. Expendables 2 is far better than the first for like action and what you're going to get. The third one, bringing in Wesley Snipes, bringing in Harrison Ford, Mel Gibson. Yeah, you didn't need the younger generation. I knew what you were trying to do there. And I don't really want to do too much grief because JJ did all the stunts for it. Sorry, JJ. But bow it down. Expendables 4, make it the last one and like get everyone fucking wiped out. Literally get who you can and that's it. Popped up in 2.5 Men. Then we've got Maggie. Loved or hate Maggie. Because again, Schwarzenegger in a horror movie, and it really just created me on his acting chops, you know what I mean? A low budget movie, got it made. Then we get Terminator Genesis. Which one's that again? Is that the one? That was the one coincided with WrestleMania, so yeah. Again, I don't want to go too much into it. Is that the one he's called? No. That's the one where he doesn't die. He's okay in it. So that's alright. After that, Aftermath. Haven't seen Aftermath. Has been available on Blu-ray though. Just never got around to picking that up. After that, Killing Gunther. Never seen it. Hasn't been available. It's on Dazzle Entertainment. Dazzler, it's better. They haven't released that on Blu-ray for some reason. So I've been putting it off to get a hold of. Chad Keeps Deep. No idea what the fuck that is. Then we've got The Iron Mask. Just recently released last year on Blu-ray. For ages it was called China 2 on IMDB. Reunites him with Jackie Chan from a million ways. 800 days. Around the world in 80 days. Phileas fucking Fogg. That's right. Haven't seen that yet. Oh, have I seen that? No, I haven't. No, I haven't. I normally watch a lot of random films and forget. Then we got Terminator Dark Fate, which is the very last one. I have seen that. I actually watched that on the plane almost a year ago, coming back from New Zealand, and we hit turbulence. I nearly shit myself. And then we've got him in Superhero Kindergarten. Then we've got him in Predator Hunting Grounds. So yeah, that brings us up to date. He's an amazing actor. He is, and like I follow him on Instagram, and he's got his fucking donkeys and giving them carrots. He's really funny. Looks like a lovable guy. I don't want to see him in any more Terminators. Like, just get that done. I mean, he gets a paycheck and his name's dragged through it. I loved his cameo. I mean, that didn't say at any point Terminator Salvation. His cameo on that's fucking brilliant. You know, when he walks out and it's just the fucking CGI. It's still, like, it credited the fucking video game for the Xbox, but not fucking his credit in that. I would like to see him have a team in Expendables 4 and not have Nicolas Cage and whatever, you know, they can get bang. I would love to see triplets. What an amazing career. And pretty much a career from like big muscly guy, you know what I mean? And like obviously whoever did Hercules New York thought like, well, fuck his voice. And then people thought they could take advantage of him and he was getting, no, this is what I want. And, you know, I've got his autobiography and it's about that fucking big. It's like the Bible. I think this Bible's smaller in his autobiography. I've never got around reading it, but I own it, you know. So there's no outtakes for this. This is IMDB Rants. It's volume 6, even though I just checked the other day when I released Van Dam's, I put the Roman numerals the wrong way around, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, this is volume 6. Unscripted. Literally unplugged. There you go. Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now.